guys. All right, we're kind of keeping this fantasy medieval thing rolling with some Game of Thrones. Just got done doing the 21 minute, 20-minute, whatever, Dark Souls, first blah, 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 first boss, and all that good stuff. Now we're going to keep it going with some more fantasy, some more awesomeness. If you haven't seen that video, 20 minutes long, understandable. But if you're into gaming and into Dark Souls, I suggest highly you go check that out. It's not just a bunch of boringness. But on to Game of Thrones, where dragons and incest is a thing. So these are going to be a few short clips. These are just some promos. Let's get into them right now. Let's see what they're all about. Yeah.
Every one of us is poor and powerless. And yet together, we can overthrow an empire.
Who is that talking? Yeah, like that's the Lannister banner. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Lannisters per se, but those religious kooks, sparrow, whatever, the shame people, I hope they all get wiped out. Like, they seem like they're going to be this huge force in this world, in this universe, and I really hope it's just one of those that came out real strong and somebody completely cleanses the earth with them. Religious people that force their beliefs on others is just, even in real life, it's something that irks me. It's like, you have no idea. It's called faith for a reason. There's no proof behind it. That's why it's faith, fucker. Don't tell me what is and is not, because you don't have a clue. And the person that's preaching to you has less of a clue. So please, get off your high horse and don't be like locking me up and flogging me and shit, making me walk the streets butt-ass naked, shaming. By the way, that wasn't even really her naked. Super disappointment. Super disappointment. And as far as that goes, like, oh my god. The girl that plays the Khaleesi said that she will no longer be doing nudity and stuff. And as far as, like, in my view, it's like her stunt double, for anybody that doesn't know this story, her stunt double is like one of those Instagram phenomenons a year and a half ago. She is so hot, hotter than the girl that plays Khaleesi, so I don't know why, the other was hired. Because the girl that plays the stunt double for Khaleesi is gorgeous. And the girl that plays Khaleesi is not. Not to me, not anymore. Like, she was at first, and then the shiny new gleam worn off. But she's so hot that they were going to give her own role. Because they saw her on Instagram, and she blew up. And as somebody that says, man, we got a perfect replacement for you, and you're making demands, and the show is successful based off the actions that we as producers have taken, you're fired. Get the fuck off my set. I wouldn't care. I would be so... There's a way... I mean, maybe they just fucked up when they were just casting. Because if I was casting something, I would say, this is how things are going to go. This is how we're going to do our show. It's not when you become big and famous, you get to start telling us how to make our show. So if there's supposed to be sex and illusion and all this kind of subtleties, and it's just breast is topless, it's not anything below, I don't believe. At least not with her, it wasn't. The Khaleesi. And now that she made it, like, she became one of the main characters and everybody loved her and everybody cosplays as her. And she had a future deal that no one knew about in the new Terminator movie, which she was horrible in. And now she's going to start making demands because she's so, important. She let the fame go to her head. And I would have just fired her. I would have said, get off. Your replacement is way better than you. And that's kind of what I would have went back to, like, the 90s TV shows, the 80s TV shows, where we just go, the character's still alive, but it looks like this now. Like, those were some of the funniest things. Like, when, oh, God, I can't even remember what it was. I can't remember. There's a TV show where, like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did it, where the mom was, like, 2 or 3 different people. The aunt, or Will's mom was 2 or 3 different people. His aunt was, like, a different person. I want to say, what was it? Was it That 70s Show? Where Oh, who was it? There was somebody that played somebody different, and they always had a joke about it. They always had a running gag on. Oh, it was it was the sister. It was Eric Foreman's sister, which the original girl, for some reason, maybe it's because she didn't wear a bra, but as a kid, I had a huge crush on her. Oh my god. Yeah, I would have just done it that way. I would have just said, same person, different actor. And I would have just left it at that. I would have said, you don't make demands because, we're the ones, not me, but Game of Thrones, Rowling, everybody's the one that made you who you are. You became a breakout star on our show. Fuck off with your demands. You want more food? Cool. Bring it to your trailer. But just sit there and shut up. I don't know. That's me. I'm all cool and nice until people take their status for granted. Doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're Oprah. If you're a cunt in real life, you're a cunt. And it doesn't matter what you've done in life to change that fact. A douche is always a douche. That's just a simple fact. Your money doesn't absolve you of all your sins. Just like that influenza or whatever it was, that kid that ran over a bunch of people and thought he could get away with it because he was so rich and that was their defense. Fuck that kid. Put that kid in prison. I don't care. Behead that kid. Game of Thrones style. Don't care. Piece of shit is always a piece of shit. And a piece of shit that has kids, there's the result. Deuces down on piece of shit children. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes you get that effect with people that get fame. So that's the end of this video. That's enough of me ranting. If you want to like, subscribe, and share and support me, remember it does support me and it helps me out in a bunch of different ways. I appreciate it, but remember it's always up to you. And if you want to if you want to comment down below and talk about anything, even the last little rant that I had, I'd love to see and love to hear you. Everybody's always welcome here. I did that backwards. I fumbled it and I didn't recover it. My bad. I'll see you guys next time on the next video, whatever it may be. Later.